Yeehaw! We got us some Bushrangers and some Bloodborne.
Quick remind myself how I open these. Okay. 3, 2. Hello and welcome to Bushrangers and Bloodborne. I am your host Smokey, and joining with me as always is my co-host Booge.
Yeah, welcome to Bush Babies and Blood Worms.
Hey, this is the very rare series where we go over a bushranger and play a little bit of Bloodborne, because of weird stipulation that we had to play Bloodborne while we do this. Kinda wishing we didn't have to, because now the true crime. Now we're stuck with. I just wish we could branch out on our true crime videos. That's why these are so scarce. I get burnt out uncovering bushrangers, but nonetheless, today we are covering Captain Thunderbolt, or Frederick Wordsworth Ward, better known by the pseudonym, a self-styled pseudonym of Captain Thunderbolt, was an Australian bushranger renowned for escaping from Cockatoo Island, and also for his reputation as the gentleman bushranger, and his lengthy survival being the longest roaming bushranger in history.
Look at that picture. Isn't that a handsome gentleman?
Oh yeah, I'll have that on the screen right now, definitely. That's
But I guess I should give him some credit though. He is a corpse in this picture. Now that I'm looking at this.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's after he was shot. Spoilers though. We're gonna start with his early years like usual. Frederick Ward was the son of convict Michael Ward. Indefatigable in 1815, and his wife Sophia, and was born in 1835, the youngest of 10 around the time. His parents moved to Wilberforce, North South Wales, to nearby Windsor. Ward entered the paid workforce at an early age and was employed at the age of 11 by the owners of
Aberbaldy.
Aberbaldy Station near Walcha, New South Wales, as a generally useful hand. Although he remained with them for only a short time, he worked at many stations in northern New South Wales over the next 10 years, including the famed horse stud Tukal, and his horseship skills soon became evident. Buck breaking became one of his most important duties. Not much is known about Michael and Sophia Early's married life, but they had 10 children: William Harry, Sophia Jane, Sarah Ann, Amelia Emily, Edward B., Joshua, George E., Ezra P., Esther P., Selena Marie, and Frederick Wordsworth, a.k.a. Thunderbolt. In 1856, Ward's nephew, John Garbutt, yes, fucking John Garbutt, I love that fucking name. That's a great name.
Garbutt.
Oh, Garbutt.
John Garbutt.
Became the ringleader of a large horse and cattle stealing operation, and enticed other members of the extended War family to join him. Fred Ward helped drive some 4 dozen of the stolen horses with the Lambs Valley property of his brother William in Windsor, where they were sold at auction. Ward and his nephew John and his James Garbutt were all convicted, and then the Garbutts of horse stealing and Ward of receiving stolen horses, knowing them to be stolen. They each received a sentence of 10 years with hard labor and were sent to Cockatoo Island penal institution. This is the penal establishment.
Penile establishment.
But fucking, I'm surprised they didn't get death in this. This was horse stealing was this would have been a death offense in America.
Oh yeah. I think we came across that too with another horse stealing. I think that was back in season
Australia
0 with our Ned Kelly.
Australia is much more lenient when it comes to horse theft, especially in these time periods, which is very surprising because your horse was your life, man. That was your whole life back in these days.
I think of also just like the amount of convicts at this time that were just getting poured into like Australia. I think it'd be like, it's like, oh yeah, but if we had to kill everybody for stealing a horse, then we just have to like kill everybody on the. Because everyone's probably stolen a horse, now and then,
Yeah. Fucking that I always got to remind myself that Australia is literally just a bunch of natives and convicted felons just abandoned on an island.
Pretty much a continent-sized island.
Released on tickets of leave after serving 4 years, Ward and his nephew settled in Mudgee district, where John Gubbert met and married a wealthy widow, Elizabeth Blackman, owner of Cowell Inn and Station. They employed Fred to work for them at Cowell. I'm fucking that name up. I'm just gonna proceed on.
Kuyal?
Kuyal. The Fred met. There is where Fred met Marianne Bug, the fellow
Marianne Bug.
We already covered her. You can should go listen to that episode. Who was then living with ex-convict James McNally and her children at the Cowell farm. Mary Ann fell pregnant with Fred's child a short time later. In breach of ticket of leave regulations, Ward left the Mugdee district to take Mary Ann back to her father's farm at Menacree near Dungog. Moncaray near Dungog for the baby's delivery. Fucking Australia, man. He returned late for his 3-monthly muster, and consequently the authorities revoked his ticket of leave. Ward compounded the problem by arriving in Mugdee on a stolen horse. Damn it.
Quote unquote stolen.
Although the owner admitted at Ward's trial that the horse had simply gone missing from his property, that he had heard that it had been seen near Cowell, but that he had not attempted to retrieve it. Ward was sent back to Cockatoo Island to serve the remaining 6 years of his original sentence, plus additional 3 years for being in possession of a stolen horse.
Oh yeah, I remember that BS.
Oh, that is, again, so fucking lenient.
The dude didn't even fucking... Oh, that's like one argument you could always say is like, oh yeah, was it really bad if I even did steal that horse, if the horse originally wandered into the wilderness and the guy didn't bother to go find it?
Yeah, that, like, if he was just, like, walking, that I would understand if you're walking and you just, like, randomly see a horse just, like, wandering, and if it's already saddled and everything, like, a horse...
Yeah, you're saving it, because, It's not gonna last in the Billabong.
Hey, fucking take the opportunity. Don't fucking, when the universe gives you a horse, you fucking take the horse.
Take the damn horse.
But escaped from Cockatoo Island. On September 11th, 1863, Ward and a companion, Frederick Britton, slipped away from their Cockatoo Island work gang and hid for 2 days before swimming from the north side of the island, almost certainly to Woolwich, while most Thunderbolt books claim that Marianne Bugg assisted Ward in the escape, others claim she, in fact, remained working in Dungog throughout Ward's second term on Cockatoo Island, and did not see him again until his escape. Excuse me, but, could have had an alibi. It's, who knows? But I'm going to think she did. She went and helped her lover. You know, she already cheated on her man with him, got pregnant by this guy, went and had his baby. So, why not? Why wouldn't she help? I mean, she is a notorious bushranger.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't she go help the man that she loves?
That would definitely be the more romantic, theatric.
If you haven't noticed, Thunderbolt's not a bushranger right now. He's actually not a bushranger when he escaped from Cockatoo Island. He was just a horse thief. It wasn't even for bushranging that he was locked up in Cockatoo Island. He didn't become a bushranger until afterwards.
Yeah, and I mean, it was even kind of disputed whether or not he even stole that horse.
Yeah, the horse that he got caught with. Yeah, so that goes to show most bushrangers are kind of forced into this lifestyle.
Oh yeah,
it's never. I mean, it's very rare, and then when it is a choice, it's very obvious that it is a choice because they go out in style. It's never
it's England's like cold bureaucracy of the time of how they handled law, of just like fucking you over, like any just like taking the whoever like the law enforcement side on anything, but like expanding it on this like whole like untapped like wilderness and being like, oh well, you have to go to jail now. It's like, no, I don't. I'm just gonna go in the bush, and I know how to survive there. And if you try to find me, you probably will just die trying to wander around in the bush because it's fucking Australia.
Hey, yeah, that is definitely the cold hard truth. But yes, let's get into the bush ranging years. Ward and Britton headed to the New England district where they robbed a shepherd's hut at fucking Australia, Gaswick near Urula, on October 24th. 3 days later.
How could they do such a thing to the son of a shepherd?
Yeah, that's the fucking not the son of a shepherd. The bastards. Why would they ever hurt Rolf? Why? Now they gotta fucking get on the log.
Gotta get on the log.
3 days later, while they were waiting to ambush the male near the Big Rock or Split Rock, near now Captain Thunderbolt's Rock, they were spotted by troopers. In the ensuing gunfight, Ward was shot in the back of the left knee and an injury that left a critical identifying mark that helped to identify his body after his death. The pair separated a few weeks later. Ward gained the nickname Thunderbolt during the Rutherford Toll Bar robbery on December 21st, when the toll bar keeper told police that the door burst open like the sound of a thunderbolt. The newspaper at the time was Midland Mercury, reported this, and the name stuck. Nobody knew the identity of the hold-up man at the time. That
No.
is the dumbest fucking way to get your nickname. That is... I was hoping that it was like he got fucking... During like a shootout or something, he got struck by a fucking Thunderbolt, you know? Something fucking...
Yeah, and then like shot out of his gun back at like
Yeah,
at the other
something
guys.
fucking... something fucking cool. Not, oh, he fucking came through the door and it... I thought I heard a Thunderbolt. It's like... God damn it.
Fucking slam that door so loud, it's like fucking Thunderbolt. Damn! Give it down!
That there's Captain Thunderbolt.
Here comes Captain Thunderbolt.
Slamming them doors like thunderbolts.
Just imagine him stomping into.
Fucking. Alright. Over the following 6.5 years, Ward robbed mailmen, travelers, inns, stores, and stations across much of northern New South Wales, from the Hunter region north to Queensland, and from Tamworth nearly as far west as Bjork. He was accompanied by 3 other men early in 1865 when he went on a crime spree in the northwestern plains. But the gang disbanded after young John Thompson was shot and captured at Melly near Moree. Later that same year, he joined forces with another 2 felons, but his second gang disbanded soon after one of them, Jimmy the Whisperer, shot a policeman.
God damn it, Jimmy the Whisperer.
Oh, it's Jimmy. It's Jimmy the
Whisperer. I am Jimmy the Whisperer.
God damn it, Jimmy. Why'd you have to go and fucking shoot that cop? God damn it.
I thought it was part of the plan. I thought we discussed it. I
Stop
suggested
whispering.
it and you guys didn't.
You don't have
guys
to
didn't
whisper.
say anything.
You don't have to whisper, you son of a bitch.
But I'm Jimmy the Whisperer. Sometimes I have an accent, sometimes I don't.
I'm off with the wind. There is no evidence that Fred Ward actually ever shot at anyone during his bushranging career. He was known to show his guns rather than brandish them or discharge them. Instead, he relied. Oh yeah, he and I to be honest, I think it was more he like had a fucking, what are they called? Are they called jackass holsters? They're called something. He probably had one of them holsters you hold on your side. You know, you hold the gun on the side. They're called something. They're called fucking something. There's a specific name from them. Gun nuts are probably mad as hell at me right now for calling them jackass holsters.
Are they jackass holsters because of how loose they are and you could like accidentally shoot your foot or some shit?
I don't
So
know,
it's
but
like
I
a
feel
jackass-
he would do that. Like, he just hold his gut, his like, he wouldn't even take it out the holster. He'd just like hold his jacket open and go, "Oh, look at this, look at this. Do you want a problem? We don't want a problem." Yeah. All right, nice.
And then Jimmy the Whisperer is like, bam, bam, bam. He's like, "Ah,
God,
fuck yeah."
son of a bitch. But instead, he relied on superior horse flesh to make good his getaway. That's a terribly written sentence. He is credited with having stolen and commandeered over 40 thoroughbred racing horses in his time on the road. I can't...
It's a lot of horse flesh.
You know, I haven't talked about this much, but my grandpa was a fucking jockey. He like bred horses, like fucking champion race horses. So I'm very fucking offended that he's like just going around stealing goddamn racehorses like that. You know how fucking hard, you know how difficult that shit is? You go around, you just stealing, you just going around stealing these goddamn horses, you son of a bitch. You see,
Yeah,
see,
you know,
this is
you know how
why-
you know how
that's
many
why
you know how
it
many
was the
for
death
40
penalty
horses. You
in
know how many
America.
horse dicks got jerked off for those
Like-
horses. You know how much
Fucking-
how much risk breaking work.
Like, fucking, oh my god, like, you don't even fucking get me started with that shit. But, yeah, let's move on. Thereafter, Ward employed only young, malleable accomplices. Thomas Mason in 1867 and William
Keep going.
Montunkin in 1868. After Montunkin left him, Ward remained largely in seclusion, surfacing only a handful of times in the next 18 months to commit robberies.
Ooh.
Alright. Now we're gonna get into his death and speculations.
Ooh, speculation.
On May 25th, 1870, after allegedly robbing travelers near the Big Rock, Ward was shot and killed by Constable Alexander Benny Walker at Kentucky Creek near Urawa. I keep fucking that name up, but I'm moving on. His capture and his death followed a difficult pursuit of several miles through rough terrain. The bushranger had spent his last few hours in and about the Royal Oak Inn, close by Split Rock at Church Gully. There is much to support a connection that his judgment at the time. There is much to support contention that his judgment at the time was impaired by alcohol. Thank you. Publican,
He was boozed up.
yeah, Publican John Blanche served the outlaws' last drinks at gunpoint. Thunderbolt ignores Eliza Blanche's warning to get away. The traps were in sight. Oh, man. Damn it. He was too busy fucking drinking. If only he didn't care
He
about
probably
the-
just knew. He was like, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this might have been his, his way of, ending it. Must have been tired of running. Ward's body...
Pour me another drink.
Yeah, Ward's body was identified at a magistral inquiry that next day by the gunshot wound on the back of his left knee, as well as by his height, hair, and eye coloring, and moles and warts noted in the Police Gazette reward notice in the aftermath of his escape from Cockatoo Island. Additionally, 3 witnesses testified under oath that they could personally identify the body as that of Fred Ward. His former accomplice William McToon, a fellow Mungie employee named George William Pearson, and Senior Sergeant John George Balls. Your boy, who had worked on
Senior
Cockatoo
Sergeant
Island,
John George Balls.
who had worked on Cockatoo Island during Ward's incarceration there. Hundreds flocked.
That's a soldier name.
Of course, hundreds flocked to see the body. A large sum was raised by the local community as a gesture of appreciation for Constable Walker. Walker, along with several others, were eventually awarded a silver medal for bravery. It was speculated Ward did not die at Kentucky Creek on May 25th in 1870, with some people believing another man died instead.
Another guy.
It couldn't have been him. There's no fucking way. Captain Thunderbolt? No way. There's no way a dude like Captain Thunderbolt's going out like this.
Yeah, maybe
Uh,
that was Admiral Lightning Strike.
in March 2010, the New South Wales Legislative Council, I know I fucked that word up, went so far as to demand the release of archival records relating to Ward's death, a motion introduced by Nationals Upper House Whip Rick Collis.
Call
Collis?
calls
Rick Collis,
call.
the alternative theories surrounding Ward's death, however, are believed to lack credibility. Within 2010 preliminary standing order frivolous by described as frivolous by some historians. That was poorly written. That paragraph served no meaning whatsoever, and it was poorly written.
These alternative theories surrounding Ward's death, however, are believed to lack credibility, with the 2010 parliamentary standing order described as frivolous by some historians. Yeah, it's definitely a lot to say. This is dispute.
Yeah.
Dispute.
Birth of Frederick Wordsworth Ward Jr. Ward's relationship with Mary Ann Bung had ended in 1867, so he was perhaps unaware that Mary Ann Bung gave birth to his namesake in August 1868. Frederick Wordsworth Ward Jr. took the
Ooh, I don't like
surname
how they
of his stepfather,
write
although
junior there.
yeah,
Get rid
that's
of the
definitely a
in.
fuck up.
Just get rid of the
It's
in, or
definitely a
write
fuck
the
up.
whole thing.
But yeah, Frederick Wordsworth Ward Jr. took the surname of his stepfather, although by occupation he walked in the shoes of his birth father. He became a groom and later a horse trainer, and died unmarried as Frederick Wordsworth Burroughs in 1937.
He ain't let no woman weigh him down.
The Legacy. The Legend of Thunderbolt is exhibited at McCrossen's Mills Museum in Uruguay and includes the series of 9 paintings by Philip Pomeroy of the events that led to Fred Ward's death. Thunderbolt's Way is a road that extends from Gloucester to Inverell.
And Veril?
I fucking
I don't
hate
know.
Australia. Following much of his original route between the Hunter Valley and the northwest slopes and plains. Thunderbolt's Trail is a 4WD fire trail located in the Barrington Top State Forest, which follows part of his original route. A bullet hole in the wall of the Moonin Flat pub made by the bushranger during her holdup was on display near
Oh,
Scone,
oh,
but has been painted over.
what? Why you paint it over, you
Fucking
motherfuckers?
assholes,
Why'd
you
you
sons
paint
of
it over? That's a that's a
assholes!
historical hole.
Oh, that's a fucking, oh my god. Oh, historical glory
Did
hole. Gone.
did they even get the bullet out?
That, that's legitimately a fucking glory hole. And they
Oh
just
shit.
fucking painted it over. It's a legitimate glory hole. And it's gone.
It's gone.
Uh,
But what's cool is that if they just painted it over, that bullet might still just be in that wall. Which we
oh,
need to
yeah.
find that and just start tearing into that wall.
Yes. Fucking
Be
get
like,
that.
it's fine, we'll let you build it and paint back over it, but we need the bullet.
Gotta get that fucking bullet. Oh, that would be so fucking cool. But, cultural depictions. Thunderbolt's story has been dramatized several times. Ambrosia Pratt in 1905 edited William Matokin's 3 years with Thunderbolt, which he and A.S. Joseph turned into a melodrama. Thunderbolt performed for the first time on October 14th, 1905 by William Anderson's company at the Theatre Royal in Sydney. The part of Thunderbolt was played by Lawrence Dunbar. John Gavin played him in the 1910 silent film Thunderbolt. Cecil Holmes made Captain Thunderbolt in 1951 with locations in New England. After distribution difficulties, the premiere was in June 1955 at the Catapult Theatre, Armadale. The Capitol Theatre, Armadale. The Sydney release was on September 8th, 1955 at the Lyric George Street. No complete print of the film is now known. The trailer was uncovered in January 2010 by the National Film and Sound Archive. The film is a focus item in NFSA's search for Australia's lost films. Tom Roberts' 1895 painting in a corner on the McTree depicts Thunderbolt in a shootout with police.
Oh, McIntyre.
My bad.
It took me a second.
Fucking, yeah, in a corner on the McIntyre depicts Thunderbolt in a shootout with police. And that was Captain Thunderbolt. That was Captain Thunderbolt. We did it. We done did it. And now
you see if that silent film is on anything.
Yep, we gotta do that. And now I have to...
I mean, we got a bunch of Bushranger movies we'll have to do in the future.
Oh yeah, to be
That's
honest,
for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if we could do like a whole season on just Bushrangers.
Oh yeah. Including that Mick
so-
Jagger, Ned Kelly one.
Gotta...
That's what I'm excited.
But this episode's not over exactly yet.
Go slay the beast.
Gotta slay the beast. Come here, you son of a bitch.
Fill your hand, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you big fucking doggy bot.
He's too fast for my ramming.
Gotta give the slow ram.
Yep, gotta do the
10 small consecutive rams.
Love my ramming. Everybody loves my ramming. That's why I jack the ramming. Because everybody loves me.
We're ramming.
Oh, and there I go ramming again.
Yo.
Here I go ramming again.
Ooh, you get...
Is that true? Is it okay for me to even do that anymore?
Do what?
Say, here I go ramming again, like joking, like I did from Rick and Morty. Is that even cool anymore? Like, have
I mean, I still reference Ren and Stimpy a bunch, so I'd say it's pretty much the same situation.
Gotcha.
I mean, from the little that we know, I feel like still the Ren and Stimpy version is worse. If we had to compare.
Can I, was it even Justin Roiland that was doing the bit?
Do I go? What was the reference?
It's the assassin that goes, oh, here I go killing again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go.
So it wasn't even Justin Roiland. So I think I'm safe on that.
These hands. The references are too good.
Well, I fucking reference Call the Police all the time. Fucking... Call the Police. Fucking, oh, that's so good.
I can't remember. I'd have to watch that again to whether or not to know if that was actually him doing it or not. He does a lot of the voices in that, so.
I don't know if he's playing the voice or not, I cannot tell you.
But Billy West also does it.
Shit.
Always remember, you could be like, oh, I'm just watching Ren and Stimpy for Billy West. I'm just a big Billy West.
Oh god, oh, that might kill me. Yeah, that's gonna kill me.
Oh no!
Yeah, I got slow poison.
Oh, did you have any antidotes equipped?
Yeah, I got antidotes, but I didn't have them equipped. And it didn't
Yeah, you gotta
matter.
get those equipped.
It didn't matter anyway at that point. Oh, my fucking blood echoes.
Doesn't really matter.
At least we can go to the shortcut.
Me.
And I'm gonna stop. I was trying to do my big ramming. I gotta stop with my big rams.
Oh, the big ramen. Gotta get the tiny rams. You gotta get the tiny rams.
I'm already ringing my beckoning bell.
Oh, I might pop on a Molotov.
Definitely gonna equip my antidotes.
Oh, I should equip those too. Oh, I used the blood vial.
You should.
Oh
ring
god.
You should ring your small resonant bell.
I did already. Good Gloiven.
Oh yeah, the servers have been real healthy lately.
McLovin. I never
I'm
seen
not
that
sure
movie.
if people are just like completing their taking longer to complete their Return to Yarnum characters or what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But like the only time that I've had a problem with finding anybody is fighting. Nobody wants to fight Ludwig. Let's face it. So that's pretty much impossible getting any help with that.
Everybody hates Ludwig.
And Abritus. For some reason, I couldn't get any help with Abritus, but I didn't need.
I just don't think a lot of people go there a lot. It's kind of like a dead end.
Yeah, but I just feel there'd be like that one character that's like, for some reason, obsessed with fighting that one boss. So that to order just keep constantly fight them, they always help you. Like it's in the same vein as you probably don't know Let Me Solo Her. It's dude on PC. He's been fighting. There's this one boss that he'll take out for you. You just summon him. He'll take out the boss for you. Like this is her spiel. And some people, some bosses have that.
I got.
Like I know the Bloodstar Beast has one. There's this one guy. He uses the Holy Blade, and he like walks in and he one shots the Bloodstar Beast.
Oh. The Holy Blade. I'm gonna get you. You go. Wish me.
I gotta wait for poison to go down. Gotta wait for the poison. Gotta wait for that poison. Fuck away from me. Get some more antidotes.
Oh. Set me up.
There you go. You don't like my ramming, huh? Everybody else likes it. Away from me. Away from me. Supplements, but so I infectious son of a bitch.
Oh!
He's just leaking poison.
Get a hold of yourself, man.
Spreading the STDs like that. Nobody wants you.
Yeah.
You're disgusting. You're skinny and flabby at the same time.
I was trying to throw him some incense, but he ain't accepting it. Okay.
So close. Oh, I didn't see that.
He done did it.
Shit.
What?
I was about to die.
Oh.
I was poisoned, and I was too busy emoting to realize. Alright, so we did it. That's the end of
Yeah.
this episode. This will be a bye-bye.
Boo-boo.